Hello and welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and yes, it is a great day to talk about Nintendo news because we have news, right? It's been a drought lately, but so far we have some news to share that I think you guys are interested in, and let's go ahead and get started with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yes, this week we have a Terra Raid that begins this exact week, specifically from the 22nd to the 24th, and it involves an Iron Bundle Terra Raid. So if you are playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I think this is a game that never stops giving, right? I know there was that little issue with the graphics for some people, but it is an overall amazing game, so take advantage of that. Moving on into other news, we have a first look at the box art for the Lego Animal Crossing set, and I have to say it is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I need to get it just for collection purposes, but this is a good holiday gift for anyone who collects Lego and loves Animal Crossing. And so there it is. In other news, we have Luigi's Mansion 2D HD for Nintendo Switch now rated by the ESRB. What does this mean? It means that, well, this is the last process before it goes out for retail and goes out for digital sales, and so it's now ready to be given a release date, and so we can expect this to happen in the next Nintendo Direct in February. So there you have it, Luigi's Mansion. We're about to get that chance to play that game very, very soon. In further news, we have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown has finally gone gold. That means that the game is done, finito, finish. It has been completed, right? The development for this game is done. There's not much to do but to actually release the game, and I love to hear this from developer companies because that means that they dedicated enough time to this game for it to be great. And yeah, well, we have it, gone gold, Prince of Persia, expecting very, very soon. And let's move on to today's top story of the day, and this has to do here with My Nintendo News reporting that a job listing reveals Bandai Namco working on both a 2D and a 3D action game for Nintendo. Now, this is a first-party games or first-party games in plural. And so let's go ahead and read here very quickly. Bandai Namco seemingly now has two projects in production for Nintendo, with one being developed at Studio 2 and the second being developed at Studio S. The job listing seems to suggest that the 3D game is likely to be a remaster or a remake of an existing Nintendo IP. Nintendo IP has been their first-party games, right? Mario, Zelda, all that stuff. Though obviously it doesn't state which one. Interestingly, the 2D game job description mentions that the construction of stage specifications, level designs, etc. for side view action games, leading Twisted Voxel, which is the original source of this news, to believe that it could be the next Smash Bros. And although that could very well be a possibility, there are also many other games that Nintendo has collaborated with Bandai Namco to produce. And so here is a list that I found on Reddit, right? A really good user went ahead and did the research for us and found all of the games that were developed in collaboration with Bandai Namco. And so we have Donkey Konga in 2023. We have Donkey Konga 2. Donkey Konga is a game of Donkey Kong that you use a conga with, which is you kind of pair it with the game system and you actually play, and well, that's Donkey Konga. Then we have Star Fox Assault, which is also an action game, a 3D action game that could also be a possibility. Donkey Kong 3. Now, this is where I believe we are kind of getting close to what it could be, because Nintendo just released Super Mario Wonder, right? And so before that, I know a lot of us were expecting the next 3D big Mario game, but Nintendo went ahead and released the Super Mario Wonder, which ended up being such a fantastic game. Now, in my personal opinion, I believe we will see another 2D side-scrolling Donkey Kong game before we do see that big 3D Donkey Kong game released on the Nintendo Switch 2. And so this could be Donkey Kong Country, whatever, because right now, if you did not know, in 2024, Donkey Kong Country is opening up in Universal Studios Japan. And so Nintendo could be working on getting this game out, right? Donkey Kong Country alongside with the grand opening of Donkey Kong Country in Super Nintendo. And I know that in 2025 they will open it in Orlando and also in Hollywood, California. And so Donkey Kong Country is ripe for the picking when it comes to a game that is perfect for this season. A side-scrolling game with a new art style, with new mechanics, with new things, just like they did with Mario Wonder. And so that is my pick. I think that at least the side-scrolling game they're working on is not Smash Bros. I think it's Donkey Kong. All right, so there are also some other games here that are actually, you could say, it's Mario Superstars, Super Mario Sluggers, of course, Smash Bros. Pokken Tournament was also another one that he worked on. And well, they've also collaborated on Mario Kart games in the past, but Mario Kart games are within the racing category rather than just the actually action category. There's a lot of people out there that want Kid Icarus to be the game that they're working on, which is a 3D action game. So hopefully that could be one of them. And of course, there was that Metroid Prime 4 that they started working on back in the day that was scrapped and picked up by Retro Studios. But then that's another thing going there that I don't want to get too much into. But yeah, there you have it, guys. These are basically, they're working on 2 games. We don't know what 2 games are there. We know that it's 2D and 3D. We know they're both action games, right? One is 2D action adventure and the other one is 2D action adventure or action games. And so there you have it. Let me know down below in the comments, what games you think that Bandai Namco is working with Nintendo. I know that one of the studios is Studio S, that is rumored to be named after Smash Bros, right? Studio S, Smash Bros. That makes kind of a little sense, right? But let me know what you guys think. That is it for this video. Never give up. Journey on. Peace.